Hello sir, I'm Aman Bara and in this video I'm going to talk about the intersection in fashion and architecture. The question that I'll be answering is how the designer used spatial tools to conceptualize their shows. The fame of the studies inquires about the relationship fashion and architecture share today. The manifestation of this relationship has been studied about in the context of fashion runways shows today and the role architecture plays in designing the space where the event will occur. Parameters of venue, spatial enclosure, ramp design, lighting, music, backdrop design form the tangible design factor while audience and timing of the show form the intangible design factor of the show. Planning on both these factors determine the success of the shows. For example, a geometric runway decked in ceramic tiles by AMO for Prada's Spring-Summer 2020 show in Milan. A vibrant and colorful geometric runway that unfolded across the hall. The studio used ceramic tiles to deck the venue's concrete shell with an array of patterns infused by a summery glow that illuminated a series of columns covered in gold leaf. AMO colored the industrial interior of the warehouse with naive off pastels. A series of square-shaped seats were interwoven with the floor motif, wrapping around the runway stage and set with Navajo style pattern to define a series of terraces that overlooked one another. AMO used a step platform as an architectural device that serves as balcony and belvedere overlooking an installation that for the first time occupies the entire grandness of the hall. The geometric setting is surrounded by a wall that runs along the perimeter that also mediates the industrial character of the hall. During the show, models walked the Cartesian trajectories of the floor pattern emerging from the public that was gathered in the balmy light of the indoor sunset. Marcello Burlon's Spring-Summer 2020 for Milan Fashion Week. Fashion designer Marcello Burlon has collaborated with Milan-based artist Edoardo Tresoldi for the runway design. The art installation, which saw a hanging wire mesh deconstructed neoclassical structure occupied in the majestic Palazzo delle Scintil, a historic building in the futuristic neighborhood of city life in Italian city. Tresoldi's work exists between a strange duality, the seen and the unseen, the industrial and the poetic, the temporary and the permanent, the classical and the contemporary. For this ethereal installation, the artist occupied with his signature work, a 4,000 square meter and 30-meter high great wall, surrounded by concrete columns, mostly lit in white. The structure resulted in the perfect backdrop for Burlon's vibrant streetwear collection. Prada Men's Spring-Summer 2019 show. AMO adds a touch of psychedelic to Prada show space with re-edition of 1960s inflatable stool by Werner Penton. Prada has again collaborated with AMO for its men's Spring-Summer 2019 show, establishing a set that is industrially elegant with a touch of psychedelic. Located within the fashion houses via Fogazzo's space in Milan, the exhibition space is treated as an architectural field divided into a series of squares labeled with geographic coordinates that defines the positioning of the show's guests. To complete the set, an exclusive re-edition of inflatable stools, first produced in the 1960s by renowned Danish designer Werner Penton, are perfectly placed within each squares. The geometric pattern invading the room is a manifestation constructed by AMO to organize the show's choreography, while several grid outline seating areas. 4 different trajectories are unoccupied for models to cross the room longitudinally, enforcing a strict serial layout made from a transparent plastic. The sea of inflatable cushions complement the show floor space that is entirely covered with the industrial sheets, rendering a psychedelic yet uncanny atmosphere. I would like to conclude that it is not only the collection of the designer that piques the interest of the visitors but also the space they are exhibited in as well. With the help of tools of spatial design, we can create similar spaces in different places with varying configurations, and also other factors such as lighting, ambience created will determine the overall success of any show.